Good evening, and we're welcome back to Tier 3 round Belgium this evening. Tonight I'm joined by Rhino and Bio in the commentary booth.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
And I did say good evening instead of good evening, so that's a very good start to Tier 3 for us.
Well, in a bigger issue, it looks a bit wet in the pit lane.
Just hearing from the drivers, we've got wet quali, but possible some dry in race apparently.
And there,
from the Red Bull of Scott.
there's a Mercedes coming out already. Not sure who that is.
We shall run on board with them. That will be the Mercedes of Woody Ketchup, the lone Mercedes today.
Everyone on the Inters.
Fortunately, no teammate for him. Hopefully the audio is working fine.
Do we know if it's drying up during quali?
No, I think Scott has said in the Discord that it's going to be
Yeah, it's raining all race.
Quali. Well, it's not a full wet quali though. We've got Woody Ketchup out on the Inters at the minute.
Yeah, it looks like other people coming out on the Inters now. So
we'll ride on board with Woody Ketchup tonight.
So
the first lap.
Last year's
I'm
pole
follow some of the others.
with the 143.8 in the dry will not be beaten by the looks of it. But it will be a different pole set. Fusion Gamers moved into Tier 2.
And it'll be a different race winner because Lenny has also been moved up.
And that keeps in trend with this year, obviously. 4 races so far, 4 different winners.
And also 4 different pole sitters as well.
So it's just anyone's guess at this point.
It's going to make a very interesting race by the looks of it.
Oh, there is a DNF.
Oh, Twisted Tan is already out.
Looks like he had a bit too much curb going out of turn 9. And that is a big crash, a lot of debris on the track.
Not a good start for the two Hasses today, which are Podgy Porter.
No, not a good start.
Obviously Twisted Dan.
Just on board with Poet, might affect his lap here. No, it's been cleared. I was wondering if the model would still be in his way.
Yeah.
Is anyone start the lap?
On board with Woody Ketchup. He's going to be setting the first time of the night. He did actually, talk about Woody Ketchup, did get pole last season on Belgium in similar conditions in Tier 2.
Podgy Porter about to start his lap as well. I'll stay on board with him.
I'll stay on board with Woody Ketchup just in case he invalidates and we can move over. Oh, speak of the devil, there's the first curse of the night. runs right off over Rouge. Who did you say was the next stand?
Podgy Porter.
Here we go, see if he can do any better. Nope, he can't do any better either.
Not a great start.
Who's next out on the lap?
Couple of bits.
Poe, wouldn't it?
I think it is Poe.
Yeah, just coming up to the last chicane now.
Can make it up Eau Rouge without running too wide and invalidating.
Is that where they keep losing it?
Yeah, that's where the previous could have gone.
Let's keep an eye on Poe, see if he can keep it flat out through there. I'd imagine not.
No pain, no gain, they say, but...
He'd be very brave. He's going to go full power up Eau Rouge in this weather.
Yeah, need to get some bankers in.
No way I'd do that. No.
Don't think he brakes.
Made it through safely.
No brakes, but he did lift.
He has made it through safe and sound. Just got to take the rest of the lap. Okay now.
Scotty's also about to try Eau Rouge.
Probably the best run through there so far.
Yeah, he kept the power on longest, I believe.
Staying on board with Poe at the minute, just to see.
Yeah, Podgy Porter is about to come into the last 2 corners.
Woody Ketchup might go for another fly here. Yeah, he's got the battery for it.
Making this pretty clean so far. Talking about first laps and who might be on pole. Who's your favourite tonight for pole?
You first, Stan. I need to think about it.
Oh, I'm definitely going Poe. He's looking very quick.
He's talking like he's quick as well in the chat, isn't he?
Yeah.
There's been some friendly banter between Unknown and DPV today.
Thing is, I wouldn't
About
put
who's going to
Act
finish
Flash has
ahead
been
of each
doing
other.
well. I wouldn't put it past him either.
I'm gonna.
Max Flasher is currently the championship leader for Tier 3.
Yeah.
Still in the pit currently though.
Gonna back my boy Fresh. 50th race, he can get that pole. Believe in him.
Yeah, 50th 7GR start for Flash
Yeah.
tonight.
Poe's coming into the last 2 corners right now.
It's
Woody,
been like a pretty decent lap from Poe.
Woody Ketchup has negotiated Sector 1 without invalidating. We'll get a time on the board hopefully.
It's going to be a
There we go.
155.2 for Poe for the rest of them to beat. Who's next on track? It's going to be Scoffy here. Red Bull, who are currently leading the Constructors' Championship for Tier 3.
Wow, joint with Alpha. Both on
Is it
77.
joint now?
Yeah, both on 77, so it's very close.
Scott has gone about 4 tenths slower. But still not a bad bank lap. Who's coming through next? Your Tier 3 champion, all reigning Tier 3 champion. Another
Oh,
one this season.
Woody Ketchup nearly lost the car. I think he's kept the lap though.
And Paul's going to be significantly slower here. About 1.8 seconds off. He's done very well there though. It's a 157.
Yeah, it's not a bad lap. The
I think
banker.
you got to be concerned about just getting a banker in, yeah.
Yeah, people are going to try and get
Woody Ketchup
any sort of time in.
On wide final corner.
You've still got a car in the pits, Dylan.
Lower than Poe. Here comes the lone hat in this session. Roger Porter. And he goes second fastest.
Poe's gone right in. Oh, wait. Yeah, Woody Ketchup's on to 6.
Well, that was Fresh coming through. Who's coming through next? Is it Cohen? It is.
What do you-
Is he making his debut tonight, Cohen? Not too sure. It's gonna be 150.
6 dead. Fresh going into doing a 155.9. And
Not a lot of
Dan right
variation.
up into second place.
Here comes Unknown, winner of last week's race, I think. And, very quick. Only managed to get 8th fastest.
Yeah,
People struggling out there.
I'm not convinced he's lapsed representative. I think these conditions are very treacherous.
Has come out now. We'll ride on board for a full lap with Flasher, as he is the leader of the championship. And well, he might be the favourite for today. I know his friend Kays will be watching the stream today. Also
Scott
Sam-
setting the fastest lap. 3 tenths quicker than Poe.
Now, is that track evolution or is that people getting more brave as they get more used to the track conditions? Doesn't look to be getting drier.
Probably people getting used to the track so far. Who
Right,
else?
I think that's just Cohen getting out of the way.
Kunich is on his first lap here, so is that Flasher. Dylan's still in the pits. Might be hoping for.
Flasher does a 32.4 in the first sector.
Wonder if Dylan is waiting for that track evolution.
Quite possibly.
Do we know
Ooh,
whether
Flasher loses it out that corner nearly.
is it a full wet start or an into start?
Poe's got a strange line going into the pit.
Well, Woody Ketchup has retired from the session. I think he won't be able to improve on that 157.1. Unfortunately for him.
So I can't imagine he'll stay in 10th place.
No, we still have 3 drivers to set a lap.
Well, if they don't beat that lap, he'll stay there, but I can't see that happening.
No, neither can I.
Times seem to be ramping up.
Yeah, Kunich is about to set his first lap, I believe.
Here he comes around the final 2 corners, the bus stop chicane. Looks like a okay lap from Kunich here.
And he
in
is 11th.
the 11.
So Woody does keep 10th for now. Kunich strategic
So it
pole
looks
position.
like Axe Flasher.
Yeah, Flasher come into the last
coming
corners.
here.
Can't imagine strategy would be much different though, depending on where you're starting.
No, not if it's raining. It's not been a great lap from Flasher, but it puts him
P10,
10, so
moving
that
Woody
drops
down.
Woody Ketchup out of the top 10.
It might be the worst place to start though. I mean that turn one could be very
DPV
messy.
going to second place. When did that happen?
Must have missed that one.
It's
a very good lap. Drivers in the pits,
Through here.
and Dylan is on his out lap finally.
I believe Dan's man might be out on a lap.
now, Paul. Is he going to improve? He does, up to P4. The next car on track, I believe, Dylan, getting ready for a...
Oh, I think that yellow flag's just low fuel mode, I think. For Podgy.
Checking. Yeah, it looks like it.
He's got full throttle down. I think he is deploying battery, but low fuel mode.
DPV is also in low fuel mode.
The track
Yeah,
was
Dan
dangerous
just
enough.
set in a purple sector 2. Dan looks to be on a very good lap. Dan's man.
We'll ride on board with Dan now. Here he comes. He'll want to improve on that time. I know he's got a battle with Scotty going on. But they also want to keep it clean so that they can...
Yeah, it's a good last two corners if he can get a good exit.
Looking like a very good lap by Dan.
And there you go.
Oh.
3 tenths
Oh, by
quicker than
3
Scott.
tenths.
4 tenths practically, that isn't a mega lap there from Dan's. Keep an eye on Poe here. He was one of the first to set his lap. And he's 6 tenths off, but I'd love to see what you can do with this maybe less wet
Who's
track.
Next out on track, setting a lap. It'll be Dylan coming through for lap. No, what? It'll be Thrasher. He's 3 tenths off on his lap.
Oh, he's
Oh,
boxing.
he's backed out though. 3 tenths off and he's backed out. 3 tenths would have got him a position
Oh.
over Cohen.
Yeah,
Dylan
Poe's coming
has
to the last
invalidated.
two corners.
This time for Dylan will not stand.
Set a lap. Paul coming through. Set a lap now. Ooh, he's invalidated. Right on the last bit. Dylan's invalidated as well.
Believe-
Cohen's on the out lap.
With connection on the push lap.
Is there anyone else on a lap?
Poe's just started one.
Kunich is just
Going up our rouge now.
going into sector 2. With
Right
Puhon.
on board with Kunich, then they want to be improving that.
I didn't catch whether he did in the first sector or not.
Kunich has just let us know that it's going to rain in the race about 30 minutes in.
Also, it's a dry
Rain
start.
towards the end.
Oh, so maybe the reason why he might be behind the running dry setups.
Yeah, you've got to
Or
favour.
People might be banking
That
on
might have
using
been
a
why.
wet setup at the end. So maybe people have got different setups on at the moment.
It's risky
An
though.
interesting strategy call.
High downforce around Spa is not traditionally great.
Dan coming around for another lap? He is boxing. Oh, hello. Nearly lost it on the way into the pit lane. He'll be glad that I caught that.
I think there's a Ferrari closely following Kunich, so that we can
Yeah.
over the line just after each other.
There's unknown
Yeah.
who's just pit.
Yeah, Joey Monaghan Scott looks like he's going for a lap now.
Kunich P8.
Good luck for him, actually.
Ah,
Wants to improve a little bit.
Scott's invalidated Upper Rouge.
Here comes Poe, who is low on fuel, so I don't know if he'll manage to make it to the end of the lap here.
He's going for it, his
Oh, but
battery's
he can't.
going.
Poe might be gunning for pole here today. We'll see how many.
It's not the best corner. No, he's going
Oh,
to the
he's
pit.
backed out, yeah. Probably because of his fuel, I think. Might want to get another run in.
Well, I don't know for you guys, but there's no rain on my screen anymore. I think it might be drying up.
Seems that way. I don't know if we'll get any dry running. If we do, then Woody Ketchup would have been.
Yeah,
needed
Dylan's
for
about to
after
set his
last
the first
season.
lap.
4 minutes left.
Dylan.
And goes into P2!
P2. That's a very good
It's
lap
a
from
very
Dylan.
good lap.
And still clear there by 3 temps. Proving what a good lap that was.
Dylan is a favourite around 7GR. Gets on with everyone.
Yeah, always a good luck message before the race.
I've got a good luck message before the commentary today, Dylan. So
Well,
DPV on his lap now.
I think all us commentators want to wish them the good luck then for this session.
Cohen at the set lap,
Get
I
the race
believe.
win. Owen
He's gone to
goes
P10.
Scotty has. Yep, he's invalidated. We'll go for another lap after that though.
No, but he invalid. This is the new
Coming.
lap.
He
P8.
ran wide. Phoenix ran wide there. I don't know if he'll game time out of that or not. Gets it slowed down just in time. Here he comes. It doesn't look like it's going to be a bad lap. Oh, he only just went quicker. 6 thousandths of a second he went quicker by. So no improvement in terms of position there. Dylan is flashing. He's just about to start lap. Down in P12.
It's all but 2 cars out on track right now. Poe and Fresh in the pit still.
Leaving it late if they're going to get a lap in.
Yeah.
1:54 lap and they still have to leave their pit box.
Scotty looks to be on a good lap, trying to catch up with his teammate.
We'll ride on board with Scotty. He's nearly 2 tenths up on his time. Coming through Uon.
DPV to set another purple sector 2. He's coming toward the end of his lap. I'll stick on board
Jump
with him.
on board with him then.
I'll
just
stick
as we
on board
finish
with him.
off. And then we'll jump back to Scotty.
I'll keep an eye out for any changes. Dylan comes into the pits.
That'll be the end of his session. Dylan up in P2 feels like he's coming now.
And DPV goes into P1.
P1, yeah, he's beaten Dan's by 400th of a second. Close still.
Yeah.
Scotty's
Ooh,
through here to
yeah.
finish his lap off.
Dan's about to start his lap as well, so we go on board with him afterwards.
Scotty's on a good lap here. I think he's about 5 tenths up, which would put him pole.
Now Fresh has come out the pits.
Get it through. Here comes Scotty. This is a
And
good lap,
has,
Scotty.
yeah,
He
gone
puts
into
him pole.
P1. Oh, 2 temps on
That's a very
DPV.
good lap. But his teammate Dan's is still out on track.
Yeah, his teammate has just set a lap.
An unknown, another man who can beat him. Oh no, unknown is validated.
Kudin's gone to P9.
Here comes Flasher, a man that could beat Scott. He's only 3 tenths up on his time though.
And
And that would currently not put him ahead of Scott. It would put him up to... In fact, it wouldn't get him a position actually.
Podgy starting his lap now as well.
He doesn't improve enough. Flasher is starting P12 unless he does another lap. DTV coming through now.
Just,
We'll ride on board with him for a little bit.
just wonder, has Dylan made a mistake? Has he gone out too early and had to come back in? Won't get another lap in.
Won't have.
Oh, Podgy retired.
Up Eau Rouge. It's a shame for him. He'd be starting P10 unless Fresh can get round and set a lap, which is better. Fresh would have to improve by 5 tenths. Big improvement.
It's Poe just starting a lap. See what we can do up Radion.
We'll ride on board with DPV here as he's attempting to get pole position over Scott. He's got to improve by 2 tenths.
Oh, Poe's on the softs and DRS has just been enabled.
We'll ride on board with Poe after we
I
finish.
think Poe's getting pole here. We can keep it on the track.
Oh, Dan is coming into the last 2 corners now. Oh, no, I think he's about
DPV backs out of his lap. All down
Is anyone
down
else on
wide.
the softs?
I don't.
Has
I
Poe
don't
made a
think
big
there's enough
gamble
time.
and is it going to pay off?
Dan does not improve. So the only man out there at the minute that he nearly loses
it might still be
The
enough.
only man that can beat Scotty right now for pole is Poe.
He had DRS through sector 1.
I mean, Ack Flash is coming through for a lap as well, but it has to be a huge improvement.
It'd have to be 1.6 seconds for Flasher. Cooney retires now. Before he finishes the lap.
Oh, he's gone in too deep.
Second sector. Poe is 2.7 seconds up on his time, so it looks like it's going to be pole for Poe.
He's made a great call there with the softs. Let's just hope he can keep the lap together.
Flasher going into P8.
He's the only one out on. He could be the last man to set a lap.
I wonder how he
Yeah, he's
approaches
the last
these
one
final
out.
corners. Does he risk it or does he just... I mean,
His fuel is flashing. It looks like it's going to be pole
One more
for Poe,
corner.
unless any mistakes. Comes across the line. How much is going to be pole by?
Oh, he's gone
Oh,
pole,
one-
but
it's a 150.
can't see.
that DRS and those
150
softs were
from
massive
Poe.
for him. It's a great call by Poe there.
Stan, do you want to do the honours of running us through the quali?
Sure thing. We've got Poe in first on the softs. Then we've got Scott, DPV, Dan's man, Dylan, Unknown, Cohen, Flasher, and Paul, and Kunich in the top 10. Then after we got Podgy, Fresh, Woody Ketchup, and Twisted Dan, but he hasn't set a lap.
Poe with a very good strategy call and takes Scotty's first pole away from him. I'm not sure if Poe's got a pole. We'll have a quick look and see if Poe's got a pole yet. One moment. We'll have a look, see if Poe's got a pole.
Wow, he's certainly backed up his talk in the chat. Very confident coming into this, and he's proved it in qualifying.
Poe has not had a pole this season. He's only had a podium, so that's Poe's first pole of the season. It might be his first 7GR pole as well. So well done to Poe. It was a very good strategy call from him.
This could be huge for Poe in the championship. Only 8 points behind Flasher, who is in P1.
For anyone that is interested in the football, Everton are currently 2-0 down to Palace. Burnley are 1-0 up against Aston Villa in their fight to stay up. And Chelsea and Leicester are 1-1. I know Kunich and Scott will be happy that Chelsea got one back.
Just the one back.
Good times.
Now, I wonder how the
Sam are
setups...
currently Thomas Tuchel out. For all the viewers.
Now, I think setups are going to play a massive factor in this race. Who went for wet setups in quali? That can determine the race quite easily.
Kunich has told us that it's supposed to be wet about 30 minutes in, so that'll be with about around Spa. That'll probably be
About
around
6 laps, 7 laps.
10, yeah, 5 to 10 laps left. We'll see who sticks out and see who comes in.
Just the thing with wet setups, you're going to lose a lot of top speed. Typically have more downforce. Might struggle overtaking and defending against cars that have gone with the dry setup.
We'll just run you through the order of the championship while we're sat waiting. That will be your order of the championship so far is. One moment as I find it.
I've got the top 3 here, so it's Flasher on 52 in the Alfa Romeo, and then Poe in P2 in the championship, 44 points, and then Dan's in 3rd. Very close at the top. 10 points separating the top 3.
And then it's followed by Kunich, Scotty, Woody Ketchup, Fresh, Dylan, Dewey Depre, who isn't racing tonight, and Unknown, who won last week's race. So that rounds up your top 10. And in terms of constructors, it is currently Red Bull and Alfa Romeo leading the way with 77 points each. Alpine on 60, closely followed by Ferrari on 54. And Poe will be hoping to get some good points for Aston Martin, which will shoot them up in the standings today.
Has Poe got a teammate? Because I didn't see his team up there in constructors when I looked for the top 3. Is he
I will have a look.
struggling at the solo at the top?
See if Poe's got a designated teammate for this season so far. It's usually Leon or Lyons, but he can't race today. And oh, DPV's his teammate today. How could we forget? Good quality from him, I think.
Of course, he was high up, wasn't he?
As DPV is typing in the chat, saying hello to some people, thanking them for their support.
I think it's important to point out last season's race, won by Lenny, current McLaren driver in Tier 2. It wasn't one on track. He managed to keep out the penalties and get the win, so could that play an important factor here? Keep it within track limits.
Scotty 22, come 3rd place last season, so he'll be in for a shot at the win.
I believe Poe on the podium alongside them in P2.
One moment, I need to go and get a charger for my laptop, otherwise this stream will go down.
Behind the scenes.
Yep.
Stan, are you backing for the win?
Well, we're backing for the win, Poe.
Yeah.
I mean, the top 4 very good drivers. I don't know. I think I'm going to go with Poe.
I'm not sure being a good driver's enough around Spa. You got
But
to stay out the trouble.
There are, apart from Poe, in the top 4, Scotty, DPV, and Dansman are all on mediums.
Oh, Poe, yeah. Poe's the...
So clearly they're going
softs.
for a different strategy.
It's weird. Midfield seems to be favouring the softs. Front runners favouring the mediums.
Yeah, it could pay off if there's. Oh, I don't know how they're going to do it. At the start, you would imagine Poe with his pace, especially on the softs, he's going to get away from Scotty very quickly.
Yeah, you feel he needs to survive turn 1 and just get a clean run.
Yeah, and then got to try and hold up Flasher, Paul, and is Unknown on no Cohen is on softs as well. It's risky. It might work. Oh,
Oh,
Scott's changed from the
Scotty's now on the
softs.
softs.
Maybe he's heard the stream.
I am surprised no one is risking the hards and run them until the rain.
Yeah, fair
But
point.
of course that there's
Someone
the
at
risk
the back
that
maybe,
comes
no.
undone.
Oh,
The risk of safety car.
apologies for that.
Stan had some excellent tyre analysis to keep everyone entertained.
Here we go. Formation of that.
Alright. Well, Stan is a man of the tyres, but not a man of the racing, as we know all too well. from
Man of the
yesterday.
spinning.
Loves a good quality Stan does, but not much beyond
While we're
that.
just running through this formation lap, who have we got for race win then after we've seen this quali result?
Oh, you've missed it. We've already done it.
Oh, who have we said? Who have we said?
Stan's back in Poe.
I've gone with Poe.
I'm going to be on the fence here and just go whoever keeps out of trouble. Survive turn
I don't-
one, see where it goes
yeah.
from there.
I don't know now. Now Scott's changing to the softs. It may keep him up the Poe for longer. Might make Poe a bit more cautious into the race.
Oh, here we go. For the have you run through the tyres yet?
Yeah. It
I'm going
is.
to go DPV for the win then. I think he's going to go long if he can keep it out the ball. Oh, just realised the Red Bulls are switched on strategies.
Yeah, Dan's man on the
I know
mediums.
they'll be in communication with each other, so that might be strategical in terms of trying to get the best result from the team.
All a bit of rivalry for the win.
And it's the same for the Aston Martins as well. DPD on the mediums, Poe on the softs.
You wonder how much is the coincidence and how much is deliberate.
Would he catch up in
Didn't
13th on the softs? Clearly he feels like he can make up some ground, make some overtakes. Might be one to
In
watch.
P5 on the softs, if he gets a good start, he could easily find himself up into the podium positions.
Especially with Dan's man and DPV on mediums, you have to keep up.
Yeah, Dylan's got a buffer between the other soft runners and Cohen and Flasher. He's got Unknown on the mediums, splitting the two.
Unknown is a very good shout for a race win today. He's got pace in the dry, but the wet just eluded him a little bit. Maybe he's running a dry setup. He's trying to get it all done within the dry period and then cruise his way to a wet win.
So the game's telling me 8 laps on the softs. So we
I
can.
will bring up the telemetry.
They're 14 on mediums.
So maybe lap 7 if someone's going for an undercut.
Yeah.
Around pit stops. Obviously that changes safety cars, which quite likely there were 3 of them last year around here with 60 DNFs. So keep an eye on how many finishes we get today.
So, as we're just getting ready to line up for the grid here for the Tier 3 Belgian Grand Prix with Poe on pole, Scotty in second, DPV in third. It's going to be a great battle between the Aston Martins and the Red Bulls today if they can keep it clean off the line.
So you hope it is a battle and it's not decided by safety cars, so they can win it on track.
Yeah, because it's early safety car, the people who are on mediums, I think their plan definitely isn't to backfire, because then the people on softs and just gone mediums to the end no matter what. It might backfire, but
Here
it's
we
a bold
go,
strategy.
5 red lights. And away we go for the Belgian Grand Prix. Poe seems to be getting off the line nice and cleanly.
Yeah, staying in first.
Is Scotty going to go up round the outside? Nope, he can't quite get round. Have we had any spinners?
Not that I can see.
No.
I think maybe a bit
Oh,
of contact.
yeah, we have a Haas and a Ferrari.
Oh.
Yeah, the Haas of Poggi and the Ferrari of
Poggi
Paul,
and
RL
Paul.
Paul, hit each other.
Here we go.
Can't
Scotty's
see any
looking for a
damage
move
on Paul.
Which way's Poe going to send him? He's going to have to be round the outside. It doesn't look like he's far enough alongside. Nope, is he going to go for the switchback? Not quite.
Fresh has lost position, down to P9, Unknown up to P8.
Up to P9, he started P12.
It's a good start from Fresh, even though he's lost that one position just. Are we happy with that? Paul and Podgy don't appear to have any damage, but you can never quite tell with this game. We'll have to see if they come into the pits or not.
As we look at the position changes so far, the biggest gainer so far has been Flasher, probably.
Yeah, it's top 4 all rounds.
Yeah, it's between Flasher, Fresh and Woody Ketchup, who have all made 3 positions.
Cohen is definitely the biggest loser on this first lap.
That's a way to put it.
Damage or not? Has he got damage? It doesn't appear to have damage.
Are we willing to bet that's the first
He's
time
gone
this
very
season
wide there.
the top 4 hasn't changed after the first opening lap? Obviously the lap's not done yet, and I could be jinxing them, but looks like they're all held position.
Yeah,
Fresh will
DPV
be
is
fancying himself
losing
in these
ground
dry
to Scott
conditions.
on those mediums. The top two look to be getting away a little bit.
The one to watch, we see if Dan's can keep up with DPV here. As Flasher goes
Flash has gone for a
on
move.
Dan.
Oh,
Oh, there's contact. Have they lost any of their wing? Flasher has lost a bit of time.
He needs to get past him when he's got this soft
no, they
advantage
haven't
still.
got damage. They both turned in very well then.
Woody Ketchup is the first one into the pits, followed by Paul.
Just wondering, is
Follow
Flasher...
on board.
Dan's man already with the 3 seconds and Fresh.
Yeah, Fresh has done it as well. Oh, it's Fresh retires from
Oh,
the second. That's a
DPV
big
on the overtake
safety
of
car.
Scott.
Virtual safety car, they're going to have to back out of their overtakes.
Oh, I think
Was Flasher
Flasher,
ahead of
he
Dan?
just got Dan's before that's gone. He was burning a lot of battery down the Camel Straight, and he got it done before the safety car. Or virtual safety car.
Flash's start has been very good here.
That was crucial for
What
him.
you would have hoped
P4.
Can't afford to
Yeah,
be
that-
stuck behind cars on the softs.
Yeah, the
The
softs he's
front
got.
three have stayed the same. They'll all be hoping not to get one of those drive-through penalties. Which can make or break people's races.
How much do you push on this restart? It's all about risk and
Fresh
rewards.
won't be very happy about that. He's very good around Belgium. Unfortunately, he hasn't had the chance to show it tonight.
Do we know what happened?
I think he may have just lost it up over Rouge.
Stop what you want in your 50th race considerations. I'm sure it'll come back. Just looking at this, are we going to see the soft runners dive into the pits?
We've just got going again, and Scotty is.
That's a no then.
I think he's lost.
He's
a
lost
bit
a
of
bit.
time,
He has lost a bit of time.
and DPV has caught him. And DPV's catching actually. He must have a very good straight line setup against Scotty. He's caught him by a good 3/10 down that straight.
Is that an
Hope-
indication?
hoping his teammate can get through.
Scott maybe running a
We'll
wet
ride on
setup.
board with DPV here.
And DRS
has
is
been
on.
enabled now.
It's not what Scott would have wanted.
Although Scott has more battery than DPV,
Yeah.
so maybe that's an indication.
It's a very good restart from Poe. Well cleared DRS. Wow. Say well clear, maybe not.
He'll be hoping to run away with this race now. But it can all change with a safety car.
Got Scott
There
Yanni
may be an
in third.
overtake in the middle here. A lot
Dylan's
of
looking at
drivers
Dan
close
here.
to each other.
And he's looking at Dan. Oh, as we got a fight
Yeah,
at the
Dylan's
front,
going on
maybe.
the inside of Dan. Is he going to hold
riding
it?
board
He's
with
held it,
Scotty.
and he's got
I
ahead.
think Scotty and DPV have just kept it clean there. DPV ahead briefly, but Scotty fought back and used those softs to get
Dylan's got
position
ahead
back.
of Dan. Not a good start from Dan so far.
No, he's dropped down 2
Dropping
positions.
back, getting penalties.
Yeah,
Other
Scotty's
people pick up penalties.
Scotty's losing time.
There's a big gap between Cowan in 9th and Podgy in 10th. 10 seconds. Another 8 back to his teammate Twisted Dan's.
Looks like DPV's going to get past
Yeah,
Scott soon.
from 5th to 9th, there's going to be some overtakes in
Oh!
the next lap.
Woody has just spun it again. I think Paul gets past it. Both
Yeah,
have
Paul's
picked
got
for the
past.
softs.
Has he got any damage, or has he kept it out the wall? He's kept it out the wall by the looks of it. Lucky enough for him.
Is it Woody Ketchup?
We go, go back
Yeah,
to
he's nowhere near the
DPV
wall.
now. He's got a very good. He's got, the
Ooh.
softs are just keeping Scotty in there for now.
I think Woody's struggling with
Yeah,
side turns.
DPV is definitely going to look for the move on the straight.
As Poe extends his advantage to 2.3 seconds now, where it was 1.1 last lap.
Thrasher has caught up massively to DPV. He's right behind him now.
DPV will be hoping to put Scott
Right on the back of
between
Scott.
us, and he looks like he's going to get him, isn't he? Is Flasher going to get him though?
Is he going to
Here
be
we go,
brave
we know
to jump up
Flasher
the
likes to
inside?
dive. We know he likes to dive.
Oh, he
He's
is.
gone for it. Late on the brakes. That curb is.
Scott is
very
fighting.
tricky.
He's on the
This would be
inside.
a great. This would be a great overtake.
Flasher's
for
oh,
Flasher, and he's
great
got it
overtake
done.
by Flasher. Great move.
He'll be chucking that one in the overtakes channel.
Into the yeah, tier 3 clips.
I'll tell you what, I'll tell you who'll be happy with that DPV. They're all losing time to him as they battle behind him. and he can just make a bit of time up on those mediums. Or no, he'll get it back later.
As Paul goes past Twisted Dan, Paul will look to be on a resurgence. He's kept for the softs though, so I'm not sure if the rain's coming earlier than we may have thought. Although it doesn't look like we're going to get any rain at this point.
No, it looks lovely weather.
Yeah, Poe is making a good gap to his teammate in second.
That Aston Martin split strategy.
DPV's still going to be a factor in the end of this race, I think, going long. As Scotty runs wide,
He might have damage, Scott. He went really wide then.
No visual damage.
No.
But we know with this game that there could be damage and it's not telling us. Should be interesting to see if Scotty dives into the pits here.
Nah, he'd have gone in if it
No,
had damage.
he hasn't. Just a mistake making him run wide. He's going to try and keep on the back of Flasher here ourselves.
Yeah.
Flasher is very quick. He can get towed along.
Dylan's climbing up Scott now.
Oh, boys. I've included, don't worry.
Oh, Poe's.
Oh, the race leader is out of the race, and DPV has crashed out too.
Oh my!
Oh!
I missed
The
that.
Aston
Flasher
Martins
is now leading.
flying down.
I was just getting an interview with a driver. Fresh did talk with us.
It's fine, we'll
Fresh,
come
what
back to that, it's
happens?
not important.
Yeah, we'll come back to Fresh. There's no safety car as of yet, but DPV and Poe have both. I think they're both. I don't think there was contact between them. There's a big enough.
No,
gap.
he had a big enough gap. I think both drivers just must have spun out.
Tell you
Poe will
what,
be kicking himself.
Koenig has got himself up to P4. On those front of the medium round, he's looking good here.
Dylan also up to P3 now. After
This
he-
is good
he
for the
felt
Alfa Romeos.
He's slacked in quali a little bit. He's back up there, and well, if it stays like this, Alfa Romeo will take the lead of the Constructors' Championship by points, and not through alphabetically. Even though if they won it through alphabetically, they wouldn't really care, but they'd like to have a points advantage over Red Bull.
I think Alpha would be
Koenig's
alphabetically
making
as
up.
well.
Making up 6 positions in the first 5 laps into P4. Got on
Yeah, his
notice
medium
there.
tyres lasted him well. Very surprised no
That's a
safety
shame for
car.
DPV. That's a big shame for DPV. He was looking good, but
There's-
anything can happen. A safety car would bring him right back up to the pack.
And let's not forget,
Yeah,
rain is coming around lap 15.
Lap 15.
There you go.
Inside sources.
That explains why Paul has gone on to the.
I am crewing down at the I'm crewing down at the pits.
Yeah, Dan's man,
Unknown picks up
Unknown
a
and
penalty.
Cohen are going to be very close into the straight.
Well, it's
In
calmed
a
down
couple
a
of
bit.
laps, we could be seeing a 6-way battle for the lead, a 7-way battle for the lead if this pack can catch up to the front 3. Koenig is the man
Yep.
at the front of the pack, so he'll have to do the hard work as the other 3 just tag along. As Unknown, is he gonna? He thought about it. Going up the inside of Dan's there. As we'll ride on board with Unknown. Just at the back of this little train.
Will the soft runners maybe go on to another pair of softs? Get into the rain.
That is the strategy from being down on the grid myself. If you're on softs, it makes sense to go on another pair of softs. Because the mediums only just make it.
Till the rain, you say?
So fresh
the
has
rain,
calmed
yeah.
down a bit.
I
How
think
did
we'll be
that
looking at about 70-odd% if you're starting on the mediums and you want to go all the way to the rain, but then we don't know how long it will take for the track to actually get wet enough for the intermediates. So
Yeah, Scotty
Right
looking for.
inside.
He's got a
And
very
safety
good
comes
exit
to a
onto. Scotty looking to make a move and Flasher.
This will be for the race lead. They're both on the same tyres. Scotty's going to have to jump
Mac
back
Flasher's
into
out
that.
of ERS. Will he make
Mac
a
Flasher's
move up
well
the
here.
inside?
Ooh, he's squeezing him.
He is.
He's gone for it.
will he make it stick?
Scott on the outside. Yeah.
He's got it.
He's got the
He's got the
DRS.
DRS.
Flasher's going to come back at him up the kettle straight. He might get him before here. He's on a switchback.
I'm gonna go with Dylan. Get a good view from this from behind.
Good point. We'll run on board.
Surely not.
Scott squeezed him a little bit into the wall there. He nearly collected Dylan. Scotty,
Dan's man
I'd
coming
imagine
through
he would
right
have
now.
some side pod damage there.
Oh, yeah, the break.
Coming up behind these two.
That'll definitely be one for the
There's quite a bit
stewards.
on behind between Unknown as well.
Kunich into P2.
Yeah, that's one for the stewards. Luckily,
He
they're
does
all
have
here.
Damage. He's
Wow, of
Scotty does
course.
have damage. He's missing a front right end plate.
Not all of them. We are missing Vaughan. I'm sure he'd love to be here tonight.
And Finley as well.
Not sure we'd love him to be here, but he'd love to be here. That's the important
Tier
part.
2 champion Finley. Myself being a former Tier 2 champion. Bio being a Tier 2.
Instructors champion.
Constructors
Finley.
champion. Bit of an
And then
asterisk.
Spawn being a two-time bottler.
Well, he was a
Tier 2
contender.
championship.
He was a 2-time contender.
Tell you what though, he's got a great teammate this season. I reckon he can do it this year.
As Jermaine Genus once said, X-Spawn will be applying the pressure.
So
Right,
fresh.
Kunich, my teammate, all the way up to P2. I couldn't be more proud, but he is.
Fresh, we've
He's
got our
not.
ask.
Yeah.
Owen is
Oh god.
How
all
did-
over the
how
back
did
of
it
Dan's
happen?
man.
How did it happen? I did say many times that if it's dry, I will die. And
Is that,
sure
is that
enough,
life saving you go by?
Cohen's got the run on Dan's man here.
Someone needs to put that on a t-shirt. If it's dry, I will die.
Owen's got past Dan's.
So the front four have all made up over 3 positions. Kunich being the biggest gainer here. He's made up 8 positions by lap 7.
Is he gonna nip
And he's really trying to
DRS?
get to that rain.
Is he
So
getting
trying to-
DRS for the Camel Straight?
Oh,
Uh,
Dan's taken over his whole wing into the pit as his teammate overtook him.
yeah, Dan was struggling with
There'll be double
pits in
stacking here.
practice.
There'll be double stacking here at Red Bull, which is not good for them.
Nah, Dan's man's a lot of time.
Dylan is flying the flag for Alfa Romeo. His teammate is down in 10th place also in the pits. Have we got 4 people coming into the pits?
Up
Medium
above you.
run.
Part of
runners
the
in the
training
pits.
incident, maybe? What do you thought
I will
was
be
the
very
only one
surprised
not
if
in that?
Scotty doesn't have some sort of bodywork damage after that.
Side pod. Maybe.
So fresh, we've got our
I
ask.
couldn't really tell whose fault it was, to be fair, so...
Fresh, who are you backing for the win here? You've been in the practice with them. Obviously you were first hand in quali with him.
I'm gonna go with unknown.
Unknown.
Not your team,
Yep.
mate.
No, sorry, Pete, but I mean the people in, 1 and 2, everyone loves them in the league, but they're prone to bottle it.
Oh, Dan's man is gone off at Eau Rouge
Oh.
and is retired.
Oh, he's out.
Is that a safety car?
It is not.
No.
Oh, and Woody Ketchup picks up a 3-second time penalty for track limits, I'd imagine.
If I recall, this is one of those tracks where the safety car is odd.
Yeah.
Oh, we had 3 at the
So either
last.
always out or never out. Yeah, 2 people.
No,
off
I'm
at
gonna
Eau
have to go
Rouge.
with unknown for the win. Before we hit lap 10. Because he did show some very good pace while I was on the track. Granted, it was only for 2 laps. He's already made up some good ground on the 2 leaders.
Oh,
Dylan's actually gone on the
Dylan's
Dylan's in the
pits.
pit.
He's on the soft, so will we see the soft runners coming in? No, Cohen stays out. Actually, has got another time penalty here.
He's on the hards as
Unknown
well.
has picked up a penalty. DPV. We'll see if Paul comes into the pits on the soft.
We could
Well,
really
another
do have a
driver
safety
win
car at
this
this
year.
point.
No, he
The
stays out.
grid is very spread out.
Yeah.
It's really only Kunich and unknown right now.
Yeah, unknown looking to make the move on Kunich right
So
now.
P1 might be about to change.
Here he goes.
Here he
Yeah,
comes.
he's
It's
definitely got the
very
straight line
simple
speed.
for him.
Kunich helpless there.
So, in terms of tyres, we've
Unknown
got
does
Unknown
have a
with
penalty.
8 lap mediums, Kunich 8 lap mediums, Cohen 8 lap softs, DPV 8 lap mediums, and Paul on 6 lap softs. So, the front 3 are all, well no, the front 4 are all on the same old tyres, but Cohen is...
Cohen is
soft.
really pushing those stuffs.
Yeah, he's losing a lot of time
Definitely
to the
hoping
front
for the
2
rain.
though. He's lost over 2
He's-
seconds in this one sector.
I'm sure he's not bagging on a to get it to the rain there. He's probably hoping for a safety car, which at this point doesn't look very likely.
Dylan and Paul, but they're both pretty clean drivers, and Kunich and Unknown, who I don't think will come together.
I think
Paul was
Very
unlucky at
respectable.
the start, I believe. I didn't see it personally, but pretty sure he
Is
got
that-
taken out by
is that
someone.
Paul.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Paul and Podgy, I think it was
Paul
at
and
the start,
Podgy, yeah.
wasn't it?
Paul's done an excellent job to get that back up to P5. He's already pitted for softs.
Yeah, he'll be looking to make
Might
it
have
the
to
rain.
pit again. Yeah,
DPV also, as well after his spin. He looks like he may get a podium here.
Is that
Cohen
you?
has to pit, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's
It's
gaining
good.
a lot of time to Cohen. Cohen's losing a lot of time to the front two.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're lap 10 out of 22, and rain is still yet to come.
As Cohen comes into his pit stop now.
Yeah, he's given up trying.
And I expect Paul will probably do the same either this lap or next, probably next lap now. As Dylan looks like he's going to try and get him out of the way.
I wish we
Which
could
will
hear
put
Jeff
Dylan
right.
Oh,
in, oh, is he going to go for? No, Dylan doesn't go for.
Paul made a move.
Paul, though. Paul may be thinking he might go for that.
yeah, Dylan might get back on the straight though.
These
Yeah.
two are the closest on track at the minute. Everything sort of spread itself out a bit. But that could
Oh.
change very soon.
Cohen and Scott,
Cohen-
something's happened there. Has Cohen's reset to track maybe?
Ooh.
He was ghosted, so I would assume that was the case. One for the stewards. You guys.
Whoever they may
Scotty
be.
might have had that on clip, quite possibly.
I'm sure he will.
He may have, unless he span out the pit lane and the game has automatically reset him. Though.
It's his first race, as I'm sure you guys have already mentioned, but still, rules are the rules.
Yep, you agreed to them before your race.
Well, we do encourage you to read through them.
Well, yeah, you're supposed to.
It's like
I'm no
terms and
stranger.
conditions here at 7GR. You just scroll all the way down and press the tick.
As I'm just noticing that the clouds are starting to come
Yeah.
over.
Akfasher went onto the hards though on his stop. Strange one.
Cheney has left the session. I don't know who that is.
I think I saw him join earlier, but like after the start.
I think someone might have forgotten to put it on friends only.
Unknown is building a gap to Kinninch.
Yeah, I told you. But it does all come down to how he likes the wet weather.
Yeah, it's
It
very
is-
dark
he wasn't-
very quickly.
He didn't
like Joel
look
said.
that stable in qualifying, at least from where I was.
It also comes down to at what point does the rain come down where they are on the circuit, because if it comes down a lot once Unknown and Kinich have gone past the pit lane, then we could be looking at either Paul or DPV or Dylan.
Watching Scott
leading the
now, it
race.
might be too early. Yeah, he hasn't gone into the pits just yet.
Or
I think Dylan will be trying to look to get Paul out of the way here, although Paul's got
Oh.
a massive gap.
Cohen's gone into the pits. Maybe he's got damage, or he's going on to the intermediates already.
That would
Well,
be a
that would
bold
be-
show.
Interesting to
That
know.
would
That
be
would be-
very bold.
bold is one word for it.
He's going on to
Mediums.
Mediums. That's also bold.
He
as-
must have had. Yeah, he's had damage.
as
He must have
Oh,
no
damn.
subs left.
Unknown's
he's
got
left,
another
yeah.
penalty.
Oh,
Unknown's got
unknown.
another penalty now. We'll save the penalties to the end in typical 7GR fashion.
The last thing those with penalties want is a safety car now. We don't want to be bunched up again.
Going back to the rain, let's not forget what happened in
Oh,
Tier 2
start with
Brazil
3
that
seconds.
that I remember very fondly, is when the first couple of drops
Tier
of
2
rain
Brazil.
came down. You guys
Yes,
all bottled it and went in the pits on your winters, and it wasn't ready for another 7 laps after? So it's not
Yeah,
just
something
about when
like
it starts
that.
to rain, but when the inters are actually better.
Longest lap of the season, I believe, as well, so that'll play a factor. Like John mentioned before, where you are on the track, when it does hit.
I feel like Dylan and Paul may be in a very good position here. if it comes
Yeah,
down.
Dylan looks like they're
Very
running him as well with the slipstream. He might make a
He hasn't
move.
quite had he hasn't quite had the speed to get past him yet.
He might send up
Wet
the
setups.
inside.
Those wet
Too far
setups may
behind.
come into play as well.
Be interesting to see who's put one on.
A lot can change though.
Dylan,
My bet would be
our,
that the
our former driver of the
Handsome
season,
coat,
he's definitely improved again this season. He's finally getting to grips with the wheel.
Yeah, he'd be looking
Is
to
that
overtake
Dylan,
him
fan
on the
favourite?
straight.
He is a fan favourite.
this may be a 7GR first, but I think it's the first time we've had 4 people on commentary, including a driver from the race.
The driver from the race, no. I'm pretty sure it's the first time in 7GR history that there's been 3 commentators. At least I can't think
Is
of
Dylan
one.
going to be close
But you know,
enough?
we break any record, then we
Nah.
break another.
We'll have to see if we can get X Vaughan on next week for the Tier 3 race.
Yeah, no one will tune in.
They'll tune in just to tell them how awful he is, and they'll go again.
What is the viewer count? It was 17.
Oh,
in
Dylan on the
qualifying.
inside.
17.
Yeah, it was
He's on the
17 as
outside
soon as
of it.
qualifying
Nah, he's
started.
let him go.
Hayes Babu in the chat. Dan's teammate, saying the Alfa Romeos look so consistent this season. And he's not wrong, the Alfa Romeos maybe had a little bit of unfortune in this race, but Dylan, well, he's looking in a good spot. And Axe Flasher, we know how quick he is. He could be up there in no time. As it's very dark now, I think we'll see rain any minute.
Is Paul managing to keep Dylan behind him still on those old softs? Doing a
He's
great
trying.
job.
Dylan's getting very close.
Don't go for a move there,
Tier
Dylan.
3 champion. He is the reigning Tier 3 champion, RL Paul.
Yep, deciding factor at Silverstone last season, I believe. Lenny with a big crash out, I believe that's what sealed it.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I believe so.
It just shows how crucial keeping
I'd
your
say-
car on the track is.
Yeah,
Tier
he's definitely
3 is
getting more
very
grip
close.
now as Dylan goes up the inside of Paul.
Has he done that before the DRS detection point for the straight though? That's the question. If not, Paul could be looking at coming back at him here.
I believe he has. I think Paul's going to get a good run with DRS there. If my track map is accurate.
As we start to see the rain coming down on the halos,
Dramatic.
Paul gets DRS.
They want to get ahead and then
Yeah,
DRS
Paul's
be
got
disabled,
ahead.
hopefully. That's what
It'll
he
be
needs.
interesting to see if Kunich and Unknown come in, because if they don't, Paul and Dylan, as we've been saying, could be in a very good spot. We'll have to see when DRS gets disabled.
That big gap could actually be an advantage.
If I was Paul, I'd be jumping in the pits now, because 10 lap old softs, that's not going to feel good, even at this point.
It does look like it's coming down fairly quickly, although it is F1 21, so it's 2021, not 21 yet. So it could, anything can happen.
Yep. What it looks like is
Dylan
Dylan
has
to
a
go
very good run.
That is a
going-
very good run.
He's going back up it. Oh, he's letting go.
Oh, he's backed out.
You really don't...
It's great
Dylan
racing
doesn't
from
really
these
need
two.
to fight this at all.
No, I haven't played to his advantage yet.
Both of them in
Paul
very good
Soft,
positions here.
Look to be struggling.
Unknown goes
Unknown's
in
in
the
the
pits.
pits. Big
12 lap
call.
of
Is
mediums
that
is...
Four.
He's got to
And
try
Kunich
something
has
with
stayed
those
out.
time penalties.
Kunich has stayed out, as you predicted.
I think
I
that's,
think it may be a little bit too early for the interview.
Yeah, but that could all
think
change,
Ardy got it?
especially on a track this long.
it's a gamble he's got to take.
DPV also in.
Don't know, it's looking
We'll see if
very...
Paul comes in.
Oh, they're all doing the tier 2.
They're all jumping in.
Paul is
Oh,
coming in.
Dylan's lost it. Oh, he's got it back,
Oh,
though. He's back into the
Kept
pit.
out the walls. Not
Everyone
one of the
goes
wing
in the pits
change.
but Kunich. Could this be decisive? I have a
See
quick
what-
look at his
Does
delta
look like a
here.
wet track out there
What's
now.
Podgy going to do?
Yeah, it looks
Podgy's
very-
staying
Oh,
out.
Podgy
yeah.
stays out.
Podgy stays out.
It's a wet track.
Act Flasher, the next one to come across on the old BRS gone. Act Flasher on the hards, does he pit? No, he doesn't.
We'll keep an eye on that gap.
There's
between
only a
Unknown and
15-second gap in between Unknown and Kunich
Oh,
as well, so...
would he catch up? He's hit the wall on his way into the pits. That might be a wing change. He's hit another wall.
Oh yeah, yeah. Go on board with Kunich. You'll see just how much he is struggling already.
Yeah, he's losing a lot of time to Unknown.
Oh, Kunich, you feel for him. He's got himself
Will
up
this
there.
drop him out of the top 7 maybe? Oh no, Flasher
Flash,
has stayed out
yeah,
as
he
well.
has stayed out. On the
Well,
hards
that's
as well.
on
Wow.
hards.
he nearly
That's
He's
loses
very
push,
it.
good.
he's testing the weather. Yeah,
Now, do you want me
Podgy
to give you the
Porter-
next plot twist
Podgy
about
Porter
the
has
weather?
no grip on those softs.
What's that, Fresh?
According
Oh,
to the
he's lost it.
forecast,
Podgy's lost
it
it.
can go to full wets,
Oh.
but I reckon that would be pretty close towards the end.
Podgy has
And what would
lost
you
it.
gain the
Kunich is
time
really
to the
struggling.
inters? Would you gain back a pit stop compared to inters to full wets as well? I'll consider that. You
Yeah.
could just be seeing the inters here.
Unknown only 6 seconds behind. He definitely pit at the right time.
Kunich just needs to keep out the walls here and get his much quicker pit stop than it would be if you're changing a wing.
Thing is,
Also,
like,
that's
you
the
can
correct-
still come out
Flasher.
P3, P4.
Yeah, that big gap is helps ease his
Maybe.
woes.
Oh, he's gone deep. Is he going to miss the pit lane? Unknown's coming through. He's lucky he's got a big enough gap there.
Yeah.
Otherwise that could have been a crash. But
DPV.
DPV after his
Yeah, very good
spin at
recovery.
the start.
Yeah, Kunich should come up behind the Aston Martin still, so it's not too bad, but he definitely pit at the wrong time.
And Paul, another big gainer. As we said, Dylan and Paul may gain.
Act Flasher
See
losing
if
a lot of
Kunich
time.
can get out ahead
Yeah,
of
Act
him,
Flash
though.
has lost a lot of time.
So it's Podgy.
Is Kunich going to get out ahead of Paul and Dylan? This will be interesting. He is, yeah, comfortably.
Twisted Dan's still out
Comfortably gets out ahead.
with a 2-minute delta. It's like he boxed, but he put on a new set of softs. That's the game is lying to me.
No, I'm seeing the same thing.
He's on
no,
softs.
It says he's on soft.
I wonder if that's an issue of not being able to put the inters on, maybe as he's new to the game.
I'm gonna go with the former.
Oh. Is he boxing? Yeah, let's see if we can
Must
get him on
be.
this time.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get him on.
Ooh. Strokes the
Dylan
wing
may
on the
have
entrance.
a wet setup on here. Dylan may have a wet setup on. He's catching Paul, although he has lost through those set of corners. Paul's taken that very well.
Paul's no slow driver either. If he's catching, they must have very good pace to both of them.
Kunich has only lost a position here.
With no
That's
penalty.
Two.
Obviously the chance.
Lost 2 positions.
Obviously the chance for
No, he lost
a
one.
race win as well. Yeah.
He's P1.
He was in P2. He was in P. He's following unknown in P2 and then unknown pit. So
Oh, I hate to bring you bad news, but Twisted Dan's come out on the hards. And he's...
it's going from bad to worse. But
Yeah, he's struggling.
there was a reset, but I believe it was automatic.
The weather has come down. The weather is looking horrible now.
I'll tell you what, Fresh.
Unknown
full wets.
gappers, yeah.
I think the full wets prediction might be coming true.
Could.
Fresh, just an insight into the drivers. What setup did you put on at the start of the race? A wet or a dry?
Mine was a dry. I actually don't have a wet setup for this, and I used the same setup that I used last season, where I came fourth. So I
Yeah.
decided to stick with that. Apparently, it's not a very good dry setup.
Is there a has to set on the track?
Unfortunately.
Or is he...
Yeah, it's
Oh,
it's different, I believe. He's getting hit by
Yeah.
the unknown
Just
lap in it.
getting lapped, I believe.
yeah.
Unfortunately, although if there is one more DNF, then Twisted Dan does manage to get himself a point if he can keep it on the track.
Paul has
Yeah, well-
gained up by a second to Kunich. He's reeling him in.
Kunich seems to be struggling, as I said that he thought he would, because he is losing. He's lost 2 seconds to
Yeah.
DPV now.
He'll be one of the few without a penalty praying for a safety car to group the bunch up and make those penalties more significant.
Well, us as a viewer will be hoping that they can close up to Kunich, as this race seems to have got to a
Yeah,
little bit of a
Unknown
stalemate towards the end.
Unknown's got a 13-second gap. Yeah, he's definitely the favourite.
DPV has done a
We'll leave
brilliant
the
job though.
penalties though. He might have the penalties stand. You don't know how many penalties he's got.
Unless he's
Oh,
got
my
20,
God.
unless he's got 22 seconds, well, I don't think it's make a difference.
Unknown was 6 seconds, DPV with 3. DPV just laps Twisted
Yeah,
Dan.
currently he's still winning.
Yeah, he's got a nice
Kunich
butt.
is RRL Paul is catching up to Kunich here, so
Yeah.
Paul, Dylan, or if Kunich can stay with him in the slipstream, all looking at a podium here. And for Kunich's sake, hopefully he can stay with him. We get a little bit of a battle in the closing laps.
Yeah, he'll just hope he can either pick up the pace or it's damage limitation. It doesn't appear to have the pace right now on these inters.
As it stands, Alfa Romeo taking the lead of the constructors, and Flasher, I don't think he'll be extending his championship lead.
A great result
Actually,
for
he
Ferrari.
might be. Hayes has said in the chat, bet on Dylan if there is a safety car.
Well, Flasher will be extended his lead as long as he finishes and gets in the points because Dan's and Poe both out, top 3. 2 million left.
Yeah, Dylan and Paul are catching up massively to Kunich. It's going to come right down to the wire.
If that's a safety car, I agree with Hayes. We could be looking at a Dylan win here. Could be
As
a
one of the last drivers
very
without
cheeky
penalty,
safety car.
have succumbed to the track limits. Just Kunich and Paul now.
Kunich and
Oh.
Paul. Actually, yeah. To be fair, Kunich, he's got no penalties, so that's you're always within with a shot. You've got no penalties.
Fascinating to know if they've got any warnings and how that affects
I'm
how
looking
they're
at
driving
them
now.
Twisted Dan has got another penalty, but at least he's on the inters now.
He's got that. He needs to hold on and
He
hope
got
someone else
there,
crashes.
Got there in the end. I believe next week's race for Tier 3 will be Canada. So that'll be a a very interesting race.
It's interesting. It goes from one of the longest laps to the shortest laps this season.
So Pinich is on 2
last
warnings,
season.
and Paul is only on 1.
Paul's got to back himself
the last
here.
Canada race I remember was Tier 2, which is where Finley won the championship.
Oh, when,
Tier 2 championship.
when his teammate let him by. Great drive in. Whoever he is.
I remember it was very close between him and Kays.
An intense rivalry.
Aurelian's in the chat saying let's go Dylan. So there's a lot of support for Dylan here.
You said he's a fan favourite. He's a favourite, not
He
just a fan
starts to
favourite.
drop back. He's a favourite within the whole league, is Dylan.
He is. He should have won the giveaway. It was rigged.
He deserved to win it.
He's a good man.
He's the one that says good luck to pretty much everyone in the league before a race.
Yep. Just he's getting some good luck here, hopefully.
It would be nice to see Dylan finally get a result which shows how much of a nice person he is.
Yep, we had the pace on controller, switched the wheel, and he looks like he's getting there.
He's getting better.
Oh no!
Oh, he
Kevin
got
Koenig
3
got a
seconds.
penalty.
Now, just one driver
Paul
left.
is the only man left.
One man praying for a safety car.
Certainly is, yeah.
Doesn't
Has he
look
got legs
likely.
to-
With how spread out the
Seems
grid
to-
is, I think any one of these could go
Seems
off.
to be extended.
And I think at best it would be a VSC.
Yeah, we're going into the realms of there not being enough laps left for a safety car, I think.
If we were going to get one, it's probably when Twisted Dan tried the rainbow compounds in the into weather. We'd be on that point now.
So, as it stands, Paul does not actually have to overtake Koenig here.
No.
I don't think he's going to catch the front two unless there's a mistake. Dylan seems to be dropping back a little bit, so he can just conserve his time. Obviously, if there's the overtake there to be done, he'll probably make it, but
I think it's safe to say that
Rush
Dylan has got
Paul.
P5 regardless here.
which is a good result for Dylan.
Yeah.
Where did he start? Let's have a look, see where they all started. As Woody Ketchup has currently got the fastest lap of a 1:46.8, which will be keeping. There's the penalties. Well, yeah, Dylan will be finishing where he started. Woody Ketchup with a good race, and so Koenig with a good race nonetheless, even if he loses the position here.
Providing he
Flash is
doesn't
staying
spin
where
out.
he started. Oh yes, of course, there's always that.
It feels a long time ago that Poe and DPV were at the front initially. The incident, DPV recovering, unfortunately Poe not.
It certainly does. Could have been a very good result for Aston Martin today, but we could say that about all teams, really.
Maybe not McLaren.
No, Cohen is flying the flag by himself tonight.
I believe it's just Alpha, Ferrari and Haas that have got both cars still in it. Unless I'm missing someone.
Dylan may get Koenig here as well, because he's caught up a little bit this past
Yeah, them two fighting might help Dylan out.
I think, well, it depends where Paul goes for his overtake, because he knows he's quicker. And I know Paul is very respectful in his racing, although he might go for that Hollywood overtake, maybe.
Not just racing, he's a very respectful guy overall, Very, very nice guy.
Very nice man.
They are both in the same party. I had the privilege of being in the party with Mr. Paul before I left to come here.
I
Yeah,
did think they were very good friends.
yeah, them two fighting is definitely helping Dylan out. He's keeping up now.
Important to
Dylan
note,
could be looking at a 4th place here.
Paul is still on just the one warning, so may not go for anything riskier in these last couple of laps. Secure the podium. Ferrari would be happiest team.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got to
1-3.
give praise to
This is a
Unknown.
good result for Ferrari, yes.
Yeah.
This is a good result for
Unknown's
Ferrari.
played it perfectly this race.
Looks like
And I did it well.
Here at the right
Before
time.
Before the race, we did say if Ferrari get a good result, they could jump straight up towards the top of the Constructors' Championship. There's those yellow flags, and it's
And that's the...
all
Oh,
round.
no, a Mercedes.
that's a position for. No, it's not a position for anyone.
Nah,
It's
it's
Scott
Daniel
Max
took
Flasher
him.
will close up.
No, he didn't. My mistake.
I think for all the
So we'll
jokes,
ride on board with 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
for all the jokes about Dan, he's kept the car going, and Here's hoping he can get a point still. Not wishing a DNF on anyone, but you know it's very possible still. 2 laps to go.
Rain
James Babu
is
saying bad
continuously
Flasher,
getting
get
worse
focused
as
on
we
the
go along.
championship.
I know he's pulled an even larger gap now, up to 15 seconds. It's like he'll be keeping the win.
We've had a question in the chat. It says, strange question. Are any of you slightly fat and strawberry blonde? One of you sound exactly like me.
Oh, Dylan! No, Dylan!
Oh, Dylan. Oh no.
Oh,
He's lost.
A
the
lot of
win as
people
well.
are going to be very upset.
Dylan,
it's the curse. We've been praising him all race.
your heart breaks.
We have cursed him. That is very unlucky from Dylan. So what looked like a somewhat good day for Alfa Romeo has gone from
He may keep it in the
bad
point
to
still.
worse.
I see P7 maybe, depending on how fast he is on his in-lap here. There's a large
Let's
gap.
see.
Yeah, there is a
Anything
big gap
ridiculous.
between him and Woody Ketchup, but yeah, he's
Oh.
struggling right now.
Dylan's teammate in Dynamite is saying, "Oh no." We'll have to get Dylan's
Dynamite?
teammate from Dynamite to come and race. Yeah, to come and race in 7GR, won't we?
We might outperform him, because Dylan's luck seems to be cursed.
He's still
Apology,
there,
no three.
really.
Porter picks up the time penalty.
Well, that really takes the pressure off Paul. And Kunich, in a way.
Yes, Kunich will be getting a 4th place here.
Unless, and I don't, I'm going to say this so that I don't curse him. Unless Paul spins.
I pin it with his so he doesn't have to worry about it.
Tell you what, Fresh.
You will not be a popular man if that happens.
Tell you what, Fresh. It looks like full wet soon. But I don't think we're going to see them.
Nah,
do
you
that.
won't see him now, but people are going to be struggling on these inters now.
Might be worth for a
That might
punt
be
for
why
Dylan.
Dylan's fan.
You may as well
wait.
punt it for the
Oh,
full
yeah, it
wets.
might be. Oh, Paul was a bit wiggling through there.
Is the gap going to be
Let's
enough?
see what Dylan goes on to. Actually.
Maybe not with the wing
what
change.
Dylan should just
See what Dylan
have
goes
enough
on to.
time. He should just have enough time to get out.
Yeah, he should be okay. The pit exit is actually pretty generous.
Yeah.
We'll
What's
see
he
if goes
going?
full
Providing he
wets or
doesn't
not.
slide, of course.
It's going to be
It's Inters.
Inters.
Ah.
Not full wets yet though.
He's listening to
Or
Jeff.
maybe Woody Ketchup is going to have him. It's going to be close. Yeah, Woody Ketchup's got him, but he might catch him up.
Penalties could come to this. Woody catch up with 6 seconds, Dylan with 3. Flasher jumps him as well, but oh no.
No, he's
Gonna
just,
say he will
just
take
nah, Flash has just got the head run on him.
It's not over yet though. Dylan with a good run in the slipstream. If you can keep it out.
Nope.
Can't help but
Reddit.
think that if he'd have gone onto the wets, maybe.
It was worth a rest surely.
It is coming down.
Yeah, the
way.
weather
Yeah,
is getting worse.
I'm on board with Paul right now, and I can barely see Kunich in front.
No.
We are also riding on board with Paul on stream. As it seems to be the battle so far.
Right, well, boys, it's that,
As we come-
it's that time of the race. Driver of the day.
I'll go with DPV. Great recovery. Haven't seen the incident to begin with, but he's got himself up into P2 again, which is where he was before the crash. So he's my guy.
I'd agree. I'd agree with DPV. Although I think a huge shout to Kunich.
Yeah,
I
I'd
haven't seen
give
the
it to
penalties yet,
Kunich.
But Woody Ketchup as well. Woody Ketchup as well is another one. He's done quite well
Yeah.
today, 7 positions.
I'd have given it to Kunich. The fact that he's been able to hold on as well. I mean, he's going to get P4, but it's still a very good race.
I'm glad you guys said that so that I don't come across as biased.
I mean, who are you picking?
I was going to go with my teammate as well. He's done outstanding. Considering he nothing but said before the race that he wasn't going to finish, and it was all going to rely on my hopes when it started raining. Obviously, I never.
So we
made
got
it
a
to the
tie
race.
for driver of the day. Good.
So,
You could have to. Wow.
Oh, you know what?
See,
You know what?
after-
You know what? I'll chuck one out there for Twisted Dan because it looks like he's actually going to finish the race, and it's not
Yeah.
not an easy track by any means, especially in the rain.
The
So I'll
fact that
chuck
he's
one-
persistent,
I'll chuck
as
one
well.
out there
He's
for the-
persistent after going on the hard twice. So, God give him credit.
just to mention about Cohen on his debut as well, keeping it out of the wall.
Yeah,
Got a great
good race.
track to start at.
Not a good conditions to start at either.
No.
We're not going to decide, are we?
So we'll ride on board with Unknown.
Yeah.
He looks to get the win.
I think Paul deserves some love as well.
I'll tell you what, Stan. It's a draw right now, but the game will decide.
the game was
The
like.
game
Let's
does
go.
get
Yes, we'll see. We'll see.
Let's go with the game.
Because unknown is also made up 5 positions.
Yeah, and
as
his,
well, so-
he did the timing of the pit as well perfectly compared to
And
Cannon.
he's-
Couldn't just
he's
stay out.
absolutely smashed this race out the park.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
19
boys
seconds
praise him
ahead.
now, but he's going to be in your team.
Oh my
next
God.
season.
Oh! Unknown nearly losing it. There he
Almost
goes.
lost it on the last corner.
And there he is.
He's
The race
still
winner
coming
today.
in second place.
I know that.
Great job. Great job, and it's not free, all 3 of them.
Who, ironically, there would have been teammates in Williams, but some teams needed to fill in.
Yeah. Oh! Oh my God! He's
Oh,
gone.
DPV's round.
Ah, the
Where's
commentator's
Here
curse.
comes Koenig.
Here he
He's
comes.
reversing
The
his
teammate.
Backwards
into the
across
finish
line.
line.
Here he goes.
Now,
Koenig.
I wonder whether Stewards will have
Oh
to
my
take a look at that.
And Paul's got a
Paul
second.
second place.
Wow,
Paul in
God.
second. Koenig in
Paul
third.
second place.
Ferrari one time would have not
DPV
predicted
is
that.
third.
What a
Here
change!
comes
How
Scotty.
was that
How
just
did
Oh, he
happen?
nearly loses
Fourth.
it as well.
Yeah, because they both had 3 seconds, DPV, and he literally finished
well-
just ahead.
I'm
Well, I
going to
hate
leave
to-
it to the stewards, but I will say I'm not sure you can cross the line
Yeah.
backwards.
I hate to be the one to have
We'll
to say
have to
this,
look into that
but he
one.
might not be holding that podium. But celebrate while he's got it.
Koenig may be on the podium here.
I mean, even if you give him a penalty, he's still going to be 4th anyway, so but I think he'd be more gutted about not getting second. That was...
If Koenig
On the
gets
last
the podium,
corner.
he might get driver of the day for me. As
Well, yeah,
Dylan gets past
that would
Flasher in
be
the end.
8 positions gained for him, wouldn't it then? Great job,
Well, I mean,
Koenig.
the game's
7.
still got a vote.
It's
And I
7
think
right now, isn't it?
who gained the most positions anyway?
It's 6 at the minute.
Ah, apologies. Would he catch
Paul.
up 7 into
Oh,
6?
Podgy Porter's just binned it over the line.
Would he catch up with the fastest lap of 146.8?
Well done, Twisted.
There we go.
Getting it across the line.
A lot more experienced
I
drivers
will
could
let
have.
you do the honours of
You give me
running
the
us through
honours.
final grid as you did.
Yeah,
as you did
they always
first
call it
time.
the honours, but it's really not an honour.
No. And Paul's got
Oh,
it.
oh,
Well
oh,
done.
well
Well
I guess
done.
that settles it.
I think the P2
You
clinched
did
it
do
for
very
him.
well in that race. So Stan,
Right.
as we watch the trophy celebration.
Yeah,
a lot of
I'll
red.
try to get there.
very
I'm
good
skipping
result
it.
for
I'm skipping
Ferrari
it.
Today. Very good result. For
Yeah,
Ferrari
very good
today.
result for Ferrari when it loads.
Mirrored by the result for Ferrari and T2 yesterday. One of their drivers
Yeah,
getting
here we
P2.
And starting
Yeah,
first with the Ferraris, unknown. Paul in second. DPV be very upset of himself right at the end. Koenig in 4th. Scotty going back into 5th. Woody Ketchup in 6th. Dylan in 7th. Flasher in 8th. Cohen in 9th. And Podgy Porter in 10th to round off the top 10. Twisted Dan in 11th. Dan's Man, and that's the rest. And the rest of DNS, I believe.
Yeah, let's not say those names.
I'm sure they'll thank us for that.
Yeah.
Whoever they may be.
Right, so Joel, where are we next week at Tuesday?
Next week
Tuesday?
on Tuesday.
Yep, Tuesday.
Next week on Tuesday will be
In Tier 1.
the Tier 1. They will be going round. What was it this week? Melbourne this week, wasn't it?
Yep.
Finn?
Yep.
So it'll be Jeddah next week.
Ooh.
For Tier 1. Tier 2.
Tier 2 Jeddah as well,
Jeddah.
I believe.
Also Jeddah.
Ooh, lots of Jeddah. I might even fill in on that one.
Tier 3 will be Canada.
Personal favourite of mine. Can't wait for
Good
that.
one to watch.
A nice change of
So,
pace
thank
from
you to
Spa.
all the-
Right, well, thank you
We'll
everyone
say
for
our
watching.
goodbyes.
I've been Fresh,
you,
he's been
guys.
Stan,
Yeah.
he's been Bio, and he's been Joel. We'll see you all
Thanks,
next
Joel.
week.
We hope that us, the Three Musketeers, will be on comms next week. Maybe with
Hopefully.
a little bit of ex-Vaughan chucked
Well,
in there.
3.5 if
yeah.
Fresh has an unfortunate race again. And decides to
Okay,
join
right.
us.
Good night, everyone.
Right, thanks
Good
for
night, guys.
watching.
Bye.